All right. Now, I'm just sitting there thinking, okay, I always do, right? I always have. But I was thinking about this. Time is lineal, right? And history marks time. So, in our lives, not the life of the nation, just our individual lives, how many history-making moments do we have on our lineage? How many do we have? I don't think that there's anything that I've done in my life that's historical. But something happened in a conversation or an interaction with somebody that I made a mark. I'm a part of their history. So when we interact with people, or we get so caught up in who we are, we have to realize that the nation, countries, aren't the only thing that make history. No history is made without you, me, and anybody else on this planet. So my history ain't your history. Your history ain't her history. But as a nation, we all got the same history. And in that history is where we have our divides, right? It's the same because if you accuse me of doing something and I say I didn't do it, maybe I didn't do it, but I was with the people who did do it and I didn't tell on them. Matter of fact, I defended them. That's the American history. You've witnessed the robbery. You've witnessed the abuse. But you'll stand there and say, but it wasn't me, I didn't do it. But you benefited and still benefit from keeping your mouth shut. And just letting it happen. And the history will repeat itself over and over and over when that kind of shit happens. You know, the abusive husband that comes home and beats his wife. The neighbors know it, but they ain't gonna say nothing because it's not their business. Or they don't want to get involved. White America is that neighbor. They'll make every excuse whatsoever for the beating, the mistreating of somebody, just as long as it ain't them. Well, now that abuse has wound up over in their yard because their daughter started dating him. And they took him in, he was a good guy. He He's just a businessman. He's just a good businessman. Now, he hasn't been in your house or in your life 3 months yet, and your whole house is in turmoil. Electric company coming by trying to shut off your electric. Water bills high. Windows busted out. Trash in the yard. Your whole world is turned upside down because your daughter started dating this dude. And y'all took him in. But there's some Mexicans that live on the other side of the street. So you gonna call the cops and tell them and their little black friends been throwing trash in your yard. The little kids are the ones who busted out that window. See, eventually, somebody's gonna see you telling that lie. And then the little Mexicans and their black friends are gonna find out when the police show up that you accused them of that shit. Now these police won't leave you alone. Every day, all day long. Soon as they see you, here they come. And where are you at? Looking out your window, hoping they'll arrest them this time. Oh, every once in a while, one end up having a little warrant fill you up here or something. Ain't nothing serious. But there'd be 25 police cars out there because of that one little person with a warrant. That's America. Living in that right now. Right? And since time is linear, and history marks time, what part of history you gonna be on? What's your lineage? What's gonna be your mark? Because this is something that you should take into account. People are tired of you calling the police and sending them to their yard. Because they know that the police are your brother, your sister, your aunt, your uncle. And we know the game that they're trying to play, that you're trying to play. So, when you make your mistakes, and you decide to try to blame it on somebody else, eventually the neighbors get tired of it too, because they know when they ain't looking, you're blaming them too. So now neighbors don't want nothing to do with you. People across the street can't stand you. So, I say this to say, be careful. Don't let the possibility of history repeating itself for you. We know what you hope for. We know what you think. But just understand, there's not evolution without revolution. Just quiet elevation. Let's elevate.